Ladies and gentlemen, Candace Owens said weeks ago that Charlie Kirk was getting away from the swedge. If you don't know what swedge is, it's S-W-E-J. Spell that backwards. Spell S-W-E-J backwards. And she said she had proof. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to leave y'all having some questions right here because she has the receipts. How are you good people doing, my American informed brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure that you guys will follow me up here on these platforms. Follow me down on these platforms. Click this because it helps me. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That will bring down a drop box for you to select all notifications. And do not forget to check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Farah. Everything I ask you to do over here, do over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I do like this quote, sister. Some of y'all that have been with me for a long time know why I call Candace Owens my sister. Has been like a bloodhound and trying to figure out what is going on with her lost brother, Charlie Kirk. And guys, I don't know why we wouldn't want the truth either. If you don't know, Candace Owens has been showing footage and talking about the person that after Charlie was shot, went and grabbed a camera, took out the SD card and things like that of that sort. Well, one of the things that stuck out particularly is Candace Owens was saying Charlie Kirk was pretty much being pushed to do certain things he didn't want to, and he lost donors over it, and particularly donors from the swedge, right? And again, if you didn't hear what I said at the beginning, what swedge was, S-E-W-J. Y'all got me messed up. S-W-E-J. Spelled S-W-E-J backwards. Those individuals. And man, y'all, that's a lot of stuff surrounding all that. I'm not even about to go down that rabbit hole, but let me just tell you this. She said that he was going to be done with the swedge. He was not going to be bullied by them, and he was starting to change his mind about his support in certain aspects of dealing with Israel, right? And he was getting ready to bring Candace back on, and they were going to go on this huge thing of Turning Point USA, him and her, like they did when it first started off, 48 hours before he was taken to heaven. And man, you can say what you want to. You can use this at your own discretion, but I'm just going to let her do the talking, and you guys can see this all yourself. Here we go.
Speaks out, crushes Candace because of what she said, not whatever. I don't like it. He knew, and others knew, that Charlie was done with Israel bullying him, and I am now going to present you proof of what I am saying. This is an actual group chat, which happened 2 days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. There were 9 people in total on this chat, including Charlie and Rob McCoy. I'm going to protect the names of the other 7 for now. To be clear, I might actually release a name every day this week, but I want to show you this because suffice it to say, Rob McCoy was on this text thread, and I think it helps contextualize him as a person, in my view, that he would attack me for telling the truth about the pressure that he was facing. Take a look. So Charlie writes in this group chat, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Somebody writes, oh. Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Then somebody writes, a donor writes, please do not invite Candace. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term, in my opinion. Like all groups, you're going to get a wide variety of opinions. That nasty free will thing that God bestowed on us makes life frustrating at times after the dust settles a bit, maybe. So again, this is 48 hours before Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
Y'all see it. I mean, she's not one to just pull stuff out. If she is, she's wrong for it. And what I mean by that, Candace is not one to come with receipts and just make stuff up. And, somebody could have All you knew is chat GPT or AI to create this whole fake thing that Charlie Kirk did this and did that. Candace, y'all, I'm just, you agree with her or not? Candace don't come off, and she never has been one to just come out and pull stuff like a magic trick and say, aha, here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if this right here is true, those are Charlie Kirk's words. He lost $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. And this is one of the things, and this is one of the reasons why, and I keep telling y'all have no idea how often, how many times I get approached to join a certain organization, to jump on board with certain people, even the ones that consider themselves to be conservative. Y'all have no idea. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all have no idea how much money has been thrown at me. I have had a lot of money thrown at me to jump on board with certain organizations, with certain clubs. And when I read between the lines and they want me to push a certain narrative, yes, conservatives. See, I can't be boxed. I'm literally a living individual, graced by God, with his Holy Spirit living in me. From having to go through the things I went through in life, I will not be manipulated by somebody's money. I built what I have without all these external folks coming in and trying to throw money at me to push a certain thing out there. But we have to do this. We have to do this. Well, we don't want you really talking about that. And not me. No, I don't want your money. Well, we actually can do this. If we do that, we can instantly have our millions of people on our particular platform go on your channel. It'll help you. You have more revenue coming in. I don't care. My number one goal was to be in this marriage and raise my sons. Now my goal is to keep on mentoring my mentees. I don't need anybody's money. All I'm saying that for is this. When they said $2 million a year is gone because we won't cancel Tucker. Man, who y'all think these folks are? Who they dealing with? Same exact thing. Ty will give you this much money, but you can't talk about this person or that person. You can't say things like the Republicans are weak and need to learn how to fight. We don't want. Okay, I don't need your money. I don't need it. So anyway, then you have them right there saying the donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this. Leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Y'all see it right there, man. That is wild. And I know things like this can happen because I've experienced it myself. I experience stuff like this at least 10 to 15 times a month from various conservative organizations. There have been some Democratic ones too. Well, we like what you do. We love what you do. You know, we see what you're doing, and you know, people vouch for you and things like that. Of sort, we can do this, but we don't want to. You know, if you cannot put so much things on there to make it seem like you're for Trump, we would. I'm good. I don't need your money. Moving on.
He was very clear and he was very explicit, and he did not back down, not in that Hamptons meeting, which they're all lying about, nor in this text thread. I'm not going to reveal the names of the other 7. Actually, you know what? I disagree with myself 4 seconds ago. Let's just throw in Josh Hammer for funsies. He's on this chat, okay?
Style starts with the details.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you click the thumbs up button right now while this commercial is playing. She just got paid for that. Let's go.
So what are we to make of that? Okay, now that I'm showing you this and showing to you that the conversations were real, I want you to reflect, and it took me a lot of patience to allow the lies that were being woven and the misrepresentations of people that were pretending that I was just, high on lying about Charlie and the pressure he was under, the attacks that not just me, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly faced for trying to stand up and tell the truth about what Charlie was actually going through. Why are you hearing it, though, from me and Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly? Isn't that weird? You got people that are hosting a show. Have they, in like one honorable thing, come out and said, like, you know what? F a couple of these donors who made his life a living hell in the last couple of weeks. Why haven't they done that? There's also a rabbi in that chat. Like, why hasn't anybody made that move to at least say, to vindicate what I have been saying about what he was going through? That registers to me as very suspicious. I'm going to frankly say that. It's suspicious to me. It makes me think that in the same way that Charlie was being pressured by money, that you might be now run by that same money, that those same donors might be running you to correct the ship and to focus yourselves on eulogizing Charlie as something and someone that never once flinched, never once for a single second doubted the Israeli cause. Now they want us to suddenly believe the best way to honor Charlie is to shut up. The exact opposite of what he quite literally laid down his life doing. Answering questions, turning point. Answering the questions is what he was doing in the second that he died, okay? And we all are feeling spiritually the same way, so I'm just going to say it. They're not grieving right. It's not up to us to decide how people grieve, but I will say unequivocally that you shouldn't grieve by lying or by gaslighting. Is that fair? Can we all agree? You should not grieve by lying and gaslighting the public. They want us to believe that the only way that we can support and honor Charlie's legacy is by donating our money. But it would not be supportive for us to try to figure out who killed him and why the feds are lying. We should instead just trust the feds and excuse their little half-truths that they're telling along the way. Now, on that point, they keep trying to make it seem like it's completely normal that 4 minutes after Charlie was shot, someone on their team nervously raced to grab the SD cards, specifically from the camera that is behind Charlie's head. And that was because during that time, I think it's like trying to make it normal that his instinct was to stand on Charlie's chair to actually violate a crime scene, but also to mysteriously just grab the SD card out of the camera, right? Not only are they pretending that that was completely normal, but they're also presenting it as though it was a heroic act. It was like a forthright, clarified act to do in that moment.
Woo, that's a rabbit hole right there within itself, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not about to go down that right now. I'm just going to leave y'all with that. There's a lot to unpack here, but guys, the thing is, I told y'all before, it was coming a time where it was actually this coming spring of next year was going to be my time to go on this same exact type of, you can call it tour with Turning Point USA with contracts and things like that being negotiated, because I told them I'm definitely more free than I have been. My sons are grown in college. I'm married 24 years. I've reached the pinnacle of a lot of things in my career. I'm constantly doing things with my community, with my mentees and things like that. I can have time to go and do this. And unfortunately, that has changed. And I'm still trying to figure out whether I want to do this or not. But I'm just telling you right now, the way I operate, if I have an inkling of any strangeness, because I look at things so spiritual, folks, I'm telling y'all, if I don't feel right and something don't seem right about something, if the door is not open to where I can just walk straight through it, I'm not going through it. So yeah, y'all can take what y'all want to with what she just got done saying and all that, but I don't think that she's just going to make up a lie when it comes to things like that. I've heard so many people amongst folks that I've shook hands with, hugged and all that. Hey, I heard that such and such reached out to you, Ty, and you didn't do it. And I tell them, no, they told me if I do this, no way. Yeah, they said if I do this, they want me to stop talking about, for one, they want me to stop talking about issues that's harming black people. They hate that I go out and come at black people about the issues. They're like, no, just leave it alone. See, you got to, just like you figured it out, you got to stop and let them figure it out. But we should focus on this. And now we would love for you to guide, man, your energy, you're charismatic, man, you're loving, you're funny, you're like the complete package, dude. You can, but when they try to tell me what they want me to say, that's not freedom of speech. See what I'm saying? And I don't care. I'm not budging. Y'all have no idea how much money got thrown at me. I'm not budging. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this thus far, though. Man, it's a lot to unpack there, and I already know some wheels going to be turning. Some of y'all going to be like, she's just making up a bunch of BS and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can say what you want. But it is what it is right now. Let's see what y'all say in the comment section. Don't forget to do what y'all see in these elements right here. They'll greatly help my channel. And if you want to see the next video that I will be doing after this one, it will be up there. Things as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed, which I don't know why, click that. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.